Good morning. My name is Alison Kemp. I'm a pediatrician and a health services researcher by training, and I'm the director of Accords. And I have the privilege today of welcoming you to the second, now international, Implementation and Conduct of Pragmatic Trials Conference. There's so much to cover in the next 3 days, very exciting material, but before we begin that, I want to give you a very brief overview of the Accords program, which is pretty unique nationally, and I think could also be of great help to many of you in the audience. The Education Corps at Accords is one of the sponsors of this conference, and some of the faculty you're going to see in the next 3 days are faculty at Accords. So Accords is co-sponsored by the CU School of Medicine and Children's Hospital of Colorado. It focuses on research across the lifespan and specifically on translational 3 and 4 research, which is effectiveness in real-world settings and population-based research. Why is real-world science so important? Probably this audience doesn't need to be convinced, but some of you may have seen these data that it takes 17 years on average for 14% of research to translate into practice. Most of what we discover in science is never translated into practice. So it really behooves us to do much more research in real-world settings and pragmatic science. Accords is a rather unique program in that it provides a highly collaborative, multidisciplinary space for investigators of all disciplines to work together on crucial health problems. We provide central consultation and program proposal development for grants for faculty across the campus. We are heavily focused on mentorship, training, and support for junior faculty. We have fellowship training programs. We have a K-12 in dissemination implementation science, and we have work in progress groups for a variety of junior investigators. We have extensive educational offerings. There are 12 campus seminars and workshops yearly and about 700 attendees last year. I want to particularly highlight the relatively new D&I graduate certificate program. This is a 12 credit hour certificate and really addresses the important national need for rigorous training in dissemination implementation science. Accords also has strong methodologic cores and programs that are shown here, each led by national experts. And these cores and programs provide consultation and help with grant development to faculty. In addition, by concentrating the expertise within each of these subject areas, these programs and cores really move the needle in their area of science by developing innovative methods and providing evidence to improve healthcare. To give you an idea of the scope of Accords, in an average year, we help 65 research investigators submit over 100 grant proposals. We have about a 35% success rate in these federal proposals. We support over 50 junior faculty members with K or career development awards, and we provide over 350 research consultations from a variety of different campus departments and divisions. So please let us help you. If you are at the University of Colorado, please come and see us at this website. There is a consult request button that you can push, and we hope you push it. If you are not in this campus, we hope that you will make use of all of our educational materials, and there's a website here. We have webinars and seminars that are recorded, and consider applying to the D&I graduate certificate program. So I'm going to turn this over now to Bethany Kwan, who is the captain of the COPRH ship. Bethany?
Thank you, Allie. Welcome everyone to COPRH 2021. I'll give you a little bit of an overview of our COPRH conference series and learning community, and also talk a little bit about what you can expect with the conference this year. The Colorado Pragmatic Research and Health Conference is a 3-year conference series focused on education and methods for research conducted in real-world health and healthcare settings. In addition to our annual conferences, COPRH has a learning community and promotes online interactive tools to guide application of pragmatic methods to research. We're supported by an AHRQ R13 conference grant, as well as funding from Accords and the University of Colorado's Clinical and Translational Science Award, the CCTSI. Consider signing up for our virtual learning community. You'll get a monthly newsletter with access to our blog and notices about our free webinars and a featured pragmatic research tool each month. We currently have 134 members and are open to having many more join us. The monthly newsletter for our learning community, and you can see an example here, usually includes a brief synopsis of that month's blog post, which we call the Pragmatic Scientist. It introduces our upcoming Accords seminars, which are all available live and for free, and are archived on our website. We often have job and training opportunities available at Accords, and then we also have a learning resource that we promote each month. Our blog, the Pragmatic Scientist blog, touches upon a variety of topics of interest to pragmatic research, such as the importance of stakeholder engagement and how to balance rigor and relevance in practice. COPRH virtual learning community members are always invited to attend free Accords webinars. This past year's topics included cost analysis, planning for sustainability, stakeholder and community engagement, and pragmatic trial designs. Next year, we will focus on qualitative and mixed methods and methods related to learning health systems. We'll also continue to host our quarterly community engagement forum. Our newsletter highlights tools for application of pragmatic methods, such as COPRH 2020's Pragmatic Research Planning Workbook and the newly revamped disseminationimplementation.org. This is a fantastic site that can help guide you in selection and application of dissemination implementation science models and frameworks. I'm also really excited to introduce our brand new Stakeholder Engagement Navigator web tool. You can find this tool at dicemethods.org, and you can also learn about this tool at our COPRH Day 1 breakout session on selecting and applying engagement methods. This web tool is an interactive tool that provides information on various methods for engaging different types of stakeholders in research via the Education Hub, and also guides you through a step-by-step process of selecting engagement strategies based on your specific needs and constraints. Please check it out. Next, I'll provide a brief tour of what to expect from this year's COPRH. COPRH is a 3-year series that follows what we're calling the evidence life cycle. Year 1 focused on phase 1, planning pragmatic research, conceptualization, and getting funded. The 2020 archives are available for free on our website. Year 2 focuses on phase 2, conduct and implementation of pragmatic research, with topics such as accessing learning health system infrastructure, adaptation, ethics, and human subjects considerations in pragmatic research. Year 3, we're focused on phases 3 and 4, with topics such as dissemination, sustainment, commercialization, and de-implementation. First, if you missed last year's conference or need a refresher on the basics of pragmatic trials, Megan Branda from the Colorado School of Public Health will be giving an intro talk over the lunch hour today. Pragmatic research in health means working with personnel, data sources, systems, and workflows in real-world health and healthcare settings. This year's conference will help you understand how to actually conduct research in this real-world context. You'll find 2 tracks representing the disciplines of dissemination and implementation science and biostatistics and data science. We'll have both keynote and plenary talks and breakout sessions with topics for each track. You will see concurrent sessions at each breakout session time for each track, typically with 4 options at each time slot. Choose carefully. All sessions will be accessible via the Learning Times website platform and will use the now very familiar Zoom. Make sure to download the conference program, which includes the agenda, speaker bios, and individual session handouts. This program is over 120 pages of content that you'll be sure to want to have on hand both now and into the future to guide your work. Over the lunch hour on days 2 and 3, there are poster sessions. You can feel free to take the time to yourself or join our poster sessions live and for some themed poster walks, and you can see the themes for our poster walks. I hope you will join us, especially for our panel session this morning on the best of COPRH posters. There's some really fantastic options. And the posters themselves and abstracts are available on the website. If you have any technical difficulty, please email the Learning Times team at coprh@learningtimes.com. Our D&I science track will cover topics such as stakeholder and community engagement, implementation strategies, assessing and adapting to context, adaptation frameworks, and measuring implementation outcomes. The biostatistics and data science track covers pragmatic research study designs, pragmatic research data sources, management and preparation of pragmatic data, and analysis of pragmatic research data and designs. Please engage with us throughout the conference. You can join us on Twitter. You can follow COPRHCon at COPRHCon or use hashtag #COPR2021 to tweet about what you're hearing about the conference. We do have a hallway today for our networking lunch. Please join me in the hallway. I'll be there to chat with any of you, very informal. There is a discussion forum on the conference website. Feel free to ask questions, engage with each other. Make sure that a lot of these sessions are set up to be very interactive. Please feel free to use the chat to talk with each other, to talk with our speakers. Make sure to look for the post-conference evaluation coming soon. And if you're lost, please email coprh@learningtimes.com. Thank you all. We hope you enjoy the conference.